What's going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video on this channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over how you can find the right prop firm for yourself and not get hit with any sort of hidden rules that they might have. So back whenever I first got into trading, there's only a couple of prop firms out there that all had standard industry rules where they had the 10% overall, 5% daily, 10% phase 1 profit target, 5% phase 2 profit target with balanced and equity based drawdown. Nowadays, you see a lot of prop firms that have instant, 1-step, 2-step, 3-step. They've changed around the rules for the daily and overall drawdown, and they've changed the drawdown types as well. Some of them have smart drawdown, some of them have equity drawdown, some of them have balance-based drawdown, some of them have trailing drawdown. There's a lot going on now in the industry since there's a lot more new firms. And not only that, a lot of these firms are there to make money, so they're going to introduce hidden rules that they're not going to necessarily tell you about, but they're going to try to entice you with these sort of discounts or offers that they be giving you. So the first thing that I like to do is come on this website called propfirmmatch.com. This website is a blessing. It will help, narrow down your sort of research for finding the right prop firm. All we simply do is put in our filters here. So for example, we're a Forex trader, and currently for myself, I'm looking for a 50K 2-step account. The 1-step and the 3 steps are both extremely hard to pass, and you won't have a chance of getting them unless you're super advanced in trading, where if you can make money, knowing that you can make money, you can go with the 1-step. The 3-step is for the beginners out there who want to blow their account later on. I don't think the 3-step is viable because you should, after 2 steps, you should be funded. Why is there a 3rd step if you're not going to get any sort of rewards? Could be cheaper, but it doesn't make any sense. So this 2-step is where it is. So once we've filtered out all of the stuff, also you can add multiples. So if you're looking for a 25K, 50K, you can do that. You can look for 1-step, 2-step. But for now, I'm at Forex 50K 2-step. We'll just click search now. So now it's gonna come on to, I think it's filtering it out with, I think either promos, like sponsorship positions, but normally it's just, I guess, best search or something like that, or best sort method they use. What I like to do is actually find the cheapest prop firm, because if you haven't watched my video with the Ultimate Funded Blueprint, we're trying to pass challenges a little bit faster. So we want to find something cheap. That way, if we blow it, it doesn't hurt us. So I just click here, and right away we can see the company glow note comes up. Now, the good thing about this website, it lays out everything about that challenge, the profit target, the max and total drawdown, and the type of drawdown they have. So for example, with this firm, we can see already that there's a 3% daily loss and a 5% overall loss, which just doesn't make any sense. I think they just made it extremely hard, even though it's cheaper. Another good thing is they have their Trustpilot rating here that you can have a look at. So they do have a 4-star. I kind of like to stick with prop firms that have an above 4-star rating, just because a lot of people might be getting payouts from the company. So once we are able to find the prop firm we're interested in, we just have to head over to their website. So I already have a couple websites that I have opened up here with some good examples of hidden rules that I was telling you guys about. I came across this website called the Forex Funder through a couple YouTubers. As soon as I got onto their website, we can see that they have a very enticing offer of that 60% and 250% refund. I just completely ignore that because there's a reason why they have that 60% rule. So what I like to do is just go over and make sure that their website is, user friendly. It looks nice. Everything looks professional here from what I'm seeing. I like to see the different evaluations that they offer. So it looks like they have a rapid. So I think this is the 3-step, 2-step, and 1-step evaluation. And they do have pretty good drawdown rules. They have a 12% overall and a 5% daily loss. So everything here looks enticing. I mean, it's a 12% overall. They're offering 60% off on their challenges. It looks like it's standard industry profit targets that you have to hit for 2%. But we have to dig deeper. We can't just stop here. So the next thing I like to do is head on over to their FAQ section. So most of the time they will either have it listed on the navigation bar here, so like in the menu and FAQ. If they don't, you can just scroll all the way at the bottom and it'll say FAQ right here. This is where you're gonna find the nitty-gritty stuff. This is where you can find those hidden rules that they don't have, those turn-offs or turn-ons that might, entice you onto purchasing it. So in here, we just want to look through the articles, the different sections in here, and read the article titles. So right away, I like to read the rules to see what the rules are for the challenges. And if we just read through, we don't have to click on each individual one. We just have to look at the titles here and see which one stands out. So right away, whenever I was doing my research for this company, as soon as I clicked in the rules, the title "Stop Loss Required" stood out to me. And I'm like, yeah, of course, stop loss is always required in their trading, in your own personal trading plan. it's a good risk management tool. But if we dig deeper, it says for the challenge phase, the use of a stop loss is not mandatory. However, on the funded stage, it is mandatory. But what is more interesting is that stop loss must be set before initiating any position in a funded account. And if we read further, it says the first instance of trading without an SL will be considered a soft breach. Subsequent instances will be treated as hard breaches. So basically what that means is that you can't one-click trade market execute orders. So you can't go on your MT5 or CTrader or even TradeLocker or whatever platform it is and just do the one-click trading. You have to open up your order window and set your predetermined stop loss, and then you can market execute into the position or set a buy limit, sell limit. So you can see where this rule, they don't necessarily advertise it and they kind of hide it away like under the carpet so people don't really do the research, and then they try to get you with those enticing overall drawdown type and then the 60% off, so that as soon as you see those, you click the buy and you buy it instantly. But then can you imagine if you pass like a 100k account, you spent $200 and you spent like a month and a half passing this account, all for you to lose it because there was this hidden, quote unquote, hidden rule. And I do call these hidden rules because they won't ever tell you about these rules. This is something you have to do your research on. Another thing that I noticed, which isn't a deal breaker, but if we head on over with starting out with the Forex Funder, how do I request my payout? We can see that for the first payout, it's 30 days. Notably with big prop firms these days, they have a bi-weekly, they have 14 days, I think, as the first payout, or some of them even offer 5 days. I think FXify offers instant payouts. This company's 30 days. Like, I don't know if that's a turn off or a turn on for you guys, but these are the type of rules that you guys need to be doing your research on, because you could have read the stop loss rule and be like, yeah, that's fine, I can always just put a stop loss. But then you might be like, I want my payout instant. I don't want to wait 30 days where the opportunity cost of waiting those 30 days, I could be trading other accounts or just, keep trading my own personal account. So you can see where some of these rules come in. Like, they don't necessarily advertise 30 days for the first payout since the first trade has been placed. And I think there's other rules on this website that I'm not too familiar with, but they do have pretty good rules as well. You can find pretty cool stuff too. So for example, starting out with the Forex Funder, if you go over to how much is the profit split, it's 95-to-1 profit split. So that means if you're able to pass the account and you do the stop loss rule, you have the stop loss rule, and you wait 30 days, well, you earn yourself 95%, which is above industry standards. So if you don't mind those rules, well, there you go. Some other smart rules that people have is this other company that I personally have a video on. If you guys want to watch it, it's my first ever payout. I went with Instant Funding IO, and this is the catalyst to me making this video. You can see that they have an instant funding program where you can purchase literally an instant account that you can trade and withdraw money on. However, there is another hidden, quote unquote, hidden rule in this firm that I overlooked. I actually made the mistake of purchasing and didn't look into, and that is the smart drawdown rule that this company has set. So if we come over here under withdrawals, and then it was under withdrawals here. If we go inside of their FAQ, this is all in the FAQ section. We can see on how do I request a payout through Rise. To request a payout, ensure all trades are closed and smart drawdown is locked in. So basically what that means, in this case, they have something what's called smart drawdown, where you have to get 5% in your account to move the overall drawdown up 5%. And then you can withdraw your balance because now you've locked in that drawdown to negative 5%. If you have a $100,000 account, your overall drawdown would be set at $90,000. But in order for you to withdraw money, you first have to lock in that smart drawdown. You have to bring it up from 90,000 to 95,000, which means you have to earn on the account 105,000, which in other words, it's quote unquote a profit target that you have to reach before you can withdraw your money. You can see how mind-blowing that is. They offer instant funding, but they have this sort of hidden rule where you have to take profit in order for you to be able to withdraw your entire balance. Now, the good thing about this is that's 14 days for your first trade, and it's the entire balance that you can withdraw. So it's not once you reach 5% and everything after that you can withdraw. No, it's as soon as you reach that 5%, you can withdraw the entire balance out. But you can see where, that comes into play. You think it's instant funding, where if you make 3%, you can wait the 14 days and withdraw. No, you have to, in this case, lock in the smart drawdown, and then you can withdraw your money. So you have to be like careful with some of these firms. You have to do your research into them. And then the next thing that I like to do personally is go on over to their Discords. So inside of their Discords, the main thing I'm looking at is in their they have like a questions section that people can answer. Yeah, ask a question. And what I like to do is kind of see if the community, like the moderators, are always on top of stuff. But like the main thing is you want to look at payout denials or people not getting payouts. Like you can go scroll through the ask a question, and you can see people asking, maybe the same question over and over again. And then you can kind of create a sense of what's going on with this company. If they're taking forever to do payouts, if they're offering a lot of slippage, if they're doing payout denials, if there is, like a phase denial, well, they don't allow you to pass towards the next phase. So you can get like a general sense of what's going on within the firm itself by just reading what the customers' questions are. The next thing is payout proof. I want to be able to know that people are actually getting paid out, and not by just words, but like actual like certificates that people are actually getting paid out. And we can see that Instant Funding is paying out. And then if we go on to under the Forex Funder, we can see all of these kind of have like a questions section, Reddit questions, which in this case they don't have the history enabled for this. So if they do, you can read through the questions. But then under payouts is we just basically see if people are getting paid out by this company. And we can clearly see that some people are getting paid out. So you're kind of building like a big report on the company to purchase a funding company. So like this especially applies to like newer prop firms or ones that are not well known in the space, like stuff like E8 or Funding Pips, or I think it's FTMO, Alpha Capital Group. Like those are some of the well-known firms, so you can kind of put like your trust behind them without doing as much as research as you need to, because they have the reputation behind them. But there are firms where if they offer you like excessive amount of deals, like the 60% off rule, you want to do your research and be able to know that what sort of rules that these guys might have in the background. There could be other rules that were never mentioned at the front end that you could have learned by doing simple research. So basically the whole goal is to build an entire report of that company and be able to see it in a summarized version to let you know whether to purchase an account from them or not. And I wanted to make this video because there's a lot of new traders out there and I don't want them getting scammed. I don't want them being hit with any sort of hidden rules and then them losing their own money. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. This is literally like the 5th time I've tried making this video, so I really do appreciate it. If you're new in the channel, hit that subscribe button. And while you're here, if you want to know the ultimate funded blueprint, go check out that video. I'll see you guys all next time. Take care.